Hello, good morning, welcome along. Let me just make sure that this is in Do Not Disturb. Why are we not in there? Okay, great. Oh, I'm a little fuzzy. I think there's snow on the track this morning. I feel like I haven't quite got myself at full focus. Anyway, we are here and it's snowing, so sorry about late. I had to wait for the bus. Otherwise, the girls would not let me kick them out this morning. Right, are we in the right place somewhere? Mentally, physically. Why are we so dark? Let's get a bit more light on the scene, shall we? There's that. Somewhere near there. That should be a little bit better. Feels like I'm in a black hole. You can tell how cold it is because my mat won't stay unrolled. But anyway, we'll work on that. Get ourselves moving. We're going to do weights today. So Wednesday for weights. Let's get going. Feet together, heels out, toes out. Start with your feet. Give your feet a really good wriggle and a squeeze. Connected through those feet. Bend your knees. Light bounce on your legs. Leave your knees a little bit bent. Take a firm hold of your hips. Tip forward. Just moving the pelvis. Just to look at your feet. Tip your pelvis back. These are the two extremes of where we don't want our pelvis, but we do want our pelvis here in the middle. Happy hips, tailbone under. Hands by side, grow tall, lengthen right to the very top of your head, and let your shoulders roll back, down, round. So just massage as you go. Leave your shoulders light and relaxed. Let's focus on breath, hands on ribs, thumbs at the back, eyes are shut. And just concentrate on big, wide, deep breaths. So if you can get that breath into your ribs to where your hands are, you should be able to hear your breath, feel your breath. Really switch on these muscles in the middle just by breathing. And then on your next exhale, we'll be back. In the room, when we're back in the room, active muscles in the middle, put your Pilates pants on, feeling strong in the center. It's Wednesday, we need to get ourselves going. So let's get us straight into it. We'll do some big arm circles, starting up high, drop your shoulders out wide, down towards the floor, and we're going up high. You could start with tiptoes just to find your balance. But if you want to put more energy into it on a Wednesday, then make that up a little jump. Light on the feet. So some of you will just circle, some of you are on tiptoes, some of you are going to jump. Our bones are like bounce, so as much bouncing as we can get in. Wait for the body for two more. And our last one, going to bring us right back to the center. And then we'll give ourselves some space in front of us. And we'll start with our arms up here at shoulder height. Good squeeze of the hands. Actually, I'll go sideways on my mat. It's easier for you to see. We're stepping our right foot forward into a lunge. Elbows high. Punch forward. Keep the back heel on the floor and stretch, but connect those muscles in the middle. Pull back. And then we do the other side. Lean, lunge, and punch. Get that heel down at the back and switch. Lean, lunge, punch, and switch. Keep changing. Arms are up high. Lean, lunge, and punch. Work at your own pace. Keep those elbows high, those fists tight. Notice how it feels through the calves. Is it tight? Good. Make the left leg your last one. When you've done your last one, bring your hands down by your side. Give your shoulders a quick roll. And then we'll take a slightly wider stance in a squat. Elbows back. They should be in line with your shoulders. And you're going down into a squat. And as you do, your arms are going above your head, make your fingers touch. When you come back up from your squat, arms are out wide. You go low, arms go high. Okay, get that bottom under so you're not sticking your bum out like a duck. Squat. Try and feel some movement happening in your actual shoulder blades. So the scapula. Your arms might feel a bit tired because you've done a few arm things already. 2. Good. Last time. Back to the center, hands down, shake out your shoulders. Bend your right knee, lean into it, and go up and over for a side stretch. Over your waistline, stretch and reach into it. That might be enough, but if you can, push off your long leg and do little bounces. We're doing all we can to keep warm today. Breathe and bounce. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the direction. Go again to the other side, up and over. Stretch into it, reach. Get that space around your ribs like you're wearing a big belt on the lower side, so you're really arching. And then push off your long leg if you want it. You could just stay in the stretch if you don't. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brings us right back to the center. In the center, feet are just small distance apart to rock in and out of our post-office cue Pilates. So we tune into these muscles in the middle. When you're ready, you stay in your very tall position, eyes shut, center strong. Breathe. Concentrate. What's going on here today? Got to concentrate. The minute your mind wanders, so does your body follow. You finish up on your last one. And we're back in the room. Okay, so today we're going to roll ourselves down. We're going to go through a plank position and we're going to go into some mountain climbers where our knee touches towards our elbow. You can do that on our knees or we can do that on our toes. If you don't want to do that part, that's fine. Just leave that out, do the roll down, do the roll back up. We'll start together, see how it feels. Chin to chest, stretch the back of the neck, rounding through your upper back. Let yourself just peel down so wherever your body will let you hang. Then you're coming out to a quick stretch and triangle. And then if you want more, you can put your knees on the floor to start with, hips are low, shoulders are wide. Remember this long arms, push out of your shoulders. I could be on my knees or my toes. I'm going on my toes to make one knee go towards one elbow. Do about 3 or 4 to each side. Keep your bottom low, your shoulders strong and wide. Breathe. Don't have to get anywhere near it. You could just hold a plank if you'd rather. And then when you've done 3 or 4 to each side, you're coming back from here, up and through. Stack it up into your strong position. Loads of layers on today. And then we go back down again, easing ourselves down through our roll down into forward bend, triangle, plank, knees or toes. Remember, long, strong shoulders, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. This will make this our last set. We'll come down to the mat. When you've done 3 or 4, give yourself a quick stretch. Keep the bum low and your shoulders wide. Stretching out in your own time. Get off those wrists. Come up a little bit closer. Okay, so grab a set of weights or anything else you have to hand. And then we'll sit on our mats. Place. Oh, we're a little bit close. It's good to be close, but we need to go a little bit further back. Okay. How's that? It's good. Right. We're leaning in. They say so. I like the heater on, but it's shouting at me too much. Okay. Weight in one hand, weight in the other hand. If it's too much to start with, then just only have one weight. Hold it on the wider end. So you choose which works best for you. We're going to row our boat, sitting up here on our mats. So sit yourself right up on your sitting bones. Really lift up. Arms are straight out in front of you. Okay, we begin very straightforwardly. Take a roll towards your tailbone, your back pocket. So round the belly in, roll towards the back pockets and stay in that position. Pull your elbows wide, weights towards your chest. As you push the weights back, you sit yourself up and tall. Okay, so you continue. Just when I sit on this because my bum doesn't like a cold, hard floor. Roll it first into the tailbone, the back pockets. Row it in, push it back, and return. We're going to do one more like that. Round, tailbone, roll, stay here, row it in, push it back, return. Keep those weights up. Let's add on. Round, row it in, stay here. Stretch the arms out, turn your thumbs to the floor, and then pause. Push your arms behind you as you lean forward and make those weights meet behind you. Stay there, circle your arms up and over past your ears and lean into your toes. Right, it takes a few to get ready. So we start tall, arms out. Roll into your back pockets, tuck. Row into your chest. Stretch your arms out. As my teacher says, dump your coffee cups to the floor, thumbs down. Pull your arms back behind you as you lean forward. See if you can make those weights touch. Circle your arms up and over, lean more towards your toes. Again, sit tall. Roll it first, row it in seconds, breathing as you go, push it out wide. Thumbs down, hands back, lean forward. Circle up and over to your toes. Final time, because hopefully you've got the hang of it. Scoop it round up. Row it in, breathing, wide. Thumbs down, arms back, lean forward, big circle, up and over to your toes. Pop your weights down. I'm going to bend my knees, reach down for my toes. Just give myself a quick stretch here. Okay. And then we're going to take ourselves down onto the mat. So I'm going to lose my mat from under my bottom. Just have your weights nearby, but you don't need them to get you to the floor. Arms out in front, slow and controlled, down to the mat. Okay. And when we get down to the mat, we're going to get in straight into some double leg stretch, but we're going to start with the arms. I'm going to take just one weight for this, just to begin with, and just to do the arm work. You could add in 2 weights, you could do no weights. We're just going to do the arms to begin with. Hold the weight or weights tightly above your chest. Back is flat, so you need to tilt the lower back towards the mat. Your knees are bent, your feet flat. Lift both arms up to the sky, and you'll feel your shoulder blades lift off the mat. Your head is down, your lower back to the mat. Take your arms over the top of your head. And pause there with your arms over the top of your head. Check your back position. Okay. Do nothing else but bring those arms back and let your shoulder blades rest on the floor. So just up and over to start with. Arms lift up, shoulder blades lift up. Take an inhale. I'm going to exhale, flatten my ribs, take my arms overhead, get my shoulders away from my ears. My arms are hovering off the floor. Okay, one more time like this. I'm lifting my arms up above my chest. My shoulder blades have lifted. I check my lower back is flat. Take your arms right over the top of your head, but hover them. Your ribs are down. Feel that your back is to the mat. Then you bring your arms back to where they started. Okay, so you could add on 2 weights. You could add on no weights. Entirely up to you. We're going to take it up a level. So now we've got the hang of the arms. It's really important to check that back position. Both arms up, shoulder blades lift. Both arms overhead, but only to the point where you can keep your ribs and back down. Pause. Make a big wide circle like a snow angel, but perfectly apt today. Turn your palms down to the floor as you go round, and you come back up. Take both arms directly above your chest. Lift those shoulder blades. As the arms go overhead this time, one leg goes long and low to the end of the mat. Circle the arms with control, slowly round, bring the leg in, bring the arms in, we'll switch it and do the other side. Arms up, lift, arms overhead. I'm exhaling to stretch my arms, stretch my leg, keep my back to the floor, and we do the other side. So we're going into tabletop for those that want it this time. And if you want it, get your head and shoulders up and look at what's happening. Arms overhead, only just to the top of your head. Circle it, leg is away, leg comes back in as you come back in. Arms away, leg away. Get control of those weights. It shouldn't be in your neck. So you only take the arms as far as the center is in control. And for those that want the full version, as both arms go away, both legs go away, low and strong. So you find your level, you find your version. Do one more to each leg, or the last set of doubles, before you carefully put your weights down. Feet flat, arms wide. Let the knees sway. Let the knees go across to the other side. And then we're coming to the middle, where we'll take a good wide stance in our shoulder bridge and put your hands on your thighs, flattening your back in for shoulder bridge. Begin to peel your bottom up and off the mat. Wide stance with your feet. Get your hips up. Check, are my hips high enough? You should be able to make your wrist touch your pelvis. Then roll back down, slow and steady. Arch back, flat back. Roll up, check that hip height, strong center, bum, back of the legs, all working. Get that lift, that strength. Last time, like this. And then I'm going to take one weight in my hand. You could use two, you could use none. My weight's resting on my chest. And then I'm going to roll up, take the weight directly above my chest. My feet are still wide, my arms are reaching for the sky. I've just got one weight on the go. I'm tapping my bottom down to the mat, bending my arms, weight towards my chest. Push the weight up, push my bottom back up. Weight to your chest, elbows wide, bum down. Push everything back up to the sky. We're using the back of our legs. We're using our breath to take us back up. Down and blow. And breathe. Good. Okay, let's leave this one up high. Stay up, bum up, arms up. Now, really quick taps of your bottom towards the mat and back up. Squeeze with your bum right into your bottom, just for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, right the way down to the mat. Carefully put your weight down. Sway, hug, stretch your legs, anything that you feel is helpful. And then we'll turn onto our side. And then we go onto our side. We'll set ourselves up with our head on straight and muscles in the middle are active. So with your head on straight, we are going to stretch our top leg out to the end of the mat. Really push that top leg away. You should create a little mouse hole in your waistline. Check, put your fingers there, active center. Top leg, lift up to the sky and lower back down. Nothing more complicated than that with the top leg. Bottom leg is a little bit bent. If you want to be fancy, as the leg goes up, you flex the toes, leg goes down, point the toes. Flex on the up, point on the down. Breathing. And lift. 2. Final one like this. Brilliant. Bring it back together. Quick rub out if you need it. Then we're going to open the knees apart. Take the top foot off the bottom foot. Top foot is tapping to the front of the mat. Then point your toes to the sky and make your heel tap to the back. Toe to the front and heel to the back. Now, if you felt like it, you could add your weight into the back of your knee if you wanted to. Just be careful if you do that. Toe to the front and heel to the back. Effort through the top leg, through the center. Bottom leg is not doing anything. Toe to the front, heel to the back. Toe and heel. One more front, or one more back. And then you take hold of that foot. If you can reach it, pull your foot back behind you. So ideally, if you glance down, your knee is in line with your hip. It might not work for all of you. Then push your foot back away from your bottom. Your bottom leg is bent. And see if you can stretch in the front of your hip. Maybe you like to add a few little hip circles in here. Whatever feels like a good thing for you to do. Choose. And then we come back to the center, up and over to the other side. So give yourself a quick change to work with bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Head well supported. Okay, so strong in the middle, stretch it out, make that little mouse hole in your waistline as your top leg lifts and lowers. Chin up, get your balance. And then if you're feeling fancy, leg up, flex the foot, point the toes. Bottom leg switched off, flex and point, light in your waistline. Remember, that means the obliques in your waistline are still working. Final one up, final one down. We bring it in, give it a good rub out. We work with the knee bent. If you used a weight on the other side, use a weight on this side. Okay, I'm hovering the knees. I'm tapping my toe to the front. And I'm opening my knee with my heel to the back. Toe to the front, heel to the back. So just tapping to open. Good. How much lift up and over can you get? This second side is usually much harder because, believe it or not, these muscles in the hip stabilized you when you were lying on the first side. So they've already worked pretty hard. just to keep you still. Brilliant, we're nearly there. We've got one more front, one more back. Let me bring it to the middle, give it a quick rub out. Now, if you can do that quad stretch, you take your knee back, glance down. It wants to be about in line with your hip if your thigh's not too tight. Push your foot out into your hand. So that should open up more into this hip flexor area at the top. Just find that stretch. Take a couple of breaths. And then we let that leg go. Take yourself onto your front. I'm going to take one weight with me today onto my front. You can have no weights if you prefer. Hands are going to go on to the wider end of the weight, and I'm going to roll it towards me to help me into swan. So my hands are on the wider end of the weight. My head is down, my elbows are a little bit bent. Legs are relaxed, muscles in the middle are active, and I've got space around my shoulders and my ears. I push into the top of the weight with flat hands, and I try and roll the weight towards me to lift my chest. I roll the weight back to where it came from and I go down. If you don't want to use the weight, you just put your hands under your forehead or your elbows wide, just for a regular swan. So I make sure that I'm working with those muscles in the middle to support my back. Inhaling myself up and exhaling back down. Strong in the center. Let's add in legs if we want it. Legs go a little wider as you lift up. Really active. It's almost like a bracing feeling in the lower abdominals. You've got to get that breath wide and your center strong. Okay, let's see if we can stay up on the next one. One hand on the mat, one hand on the weight. Open the weight to the side, look where it goes. Put it back in the center. Switch hands. One hand down, one arm, open to the side. This is optional. You could just continue in your swan if you prefer. Open and look. Strong in the middle. Good. Open and look. Strong in the center. One more each way. Open and look. When we get back to the middle, we will stay in the middle. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to put my hands back on the end of my weights. Lift my chest a tiny bit more. Paddle my legs behind me. Look over one shoulder, breathe. Look over the other shoulder, breathe. Keep turning, keep looking. Strong and breathing. And we come right back down to the mat. Take a stretch of your choice. Child's pose cats. I'm going to add in that hip stretch. Is it why my hips are a little tight? I rode a bike yesterday. That might be why. I've not done that for a while. I'm just going to change my legs over so you can choose cat, child's pose. So this is the one, it's a bit like a figure of four, but I've got my heel into my opposite thigh. Back leg is straight. It's a bit like a pigeon stretch in yoga, but not quite. And then next place we're going is to stand up. So bring your weights with you. And let's adjust the screen. Come into a standing position. So when we stand up, we're going to have our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Bend the knees. Remember, when you do any weight work, your lower back should be flattening out, not sticking out with your bottom. So make sure you've got that position. And we're going to start with our weights down by our side. Lift your weights up to shoulder height. Turn your palms to the sky and make the weights touch overhead. Keep your shoulders low. Back out to shoulder height. Turn the weights down to your thighs. So you've got two hand positions. Palms facing down to begin with. Palms facing up at the end. And then we alternate it on the way down. So below the shoulders, palms face down. Above the shoulders, palms face up. Good. We use our muscles in the middle to help us. Palms down on the lower shoulder, palms up above the head. I have to keep saying it to remind myself. Lift. Two to go. Up. Reach. And down. And then we get back with hands down by our side. We're staying here with hands by our side. I'm going to turn it into some bicep curls, elbows in. Go into a little bit more of a squat if you want to. And then you Squeeze those weights towards your shoulders. Go down lower in your squat if you can. As you come back up, weights go out just in line with your elbows. Squeeze the weights down into a squat. Up you come. When you squat, remember, engage muscles in your bottom, your pelvic floor. So that is literally a squeeze from your bum hole. Sorry, no other polite way to say it, so you know what I'm talking about. So keep those shoulders away from your ears. Squat. Elbows tucked in by your ribs. Make sure you don't let the hands go too low, just out in line with your elbows. For our final one. And we bring our hands down by our side. Okay, one weight or two weights, you decide. This is tricky. So your weights are going to go up above your head. So take your weights up above your head, and I'm going to go sideways. I've got two weights together. You could use one weight. Hold them tight. Do not drop them. Those elbows should be by your forehead. And I'm going to bend my knees and lean forward, but scoop my belly in. Elbows stay by the head. Weights go to the back of your neck and then stretch them up above your head. You might find two weights is too much. The back of the head and stretch. It's called wood chopper. So you can kind of imagine if you had an axe, this is what you'd be doing with the axe, the back of your head. Don't do it with an axe. Safety advice right there. Tap, reach. 5, 4, elbows tight, neck long. 3, 2, last one. All the way back. Bring it down carefully. Shake out those shoulders. Whew. Let's put our weights down towards the floor and then give ourselves a quick shoulder roll. Rapid on the weights today. But if you have your weights by your desk, by your bed, by your sofa, give yourself 2 minutes of a weight workout. You'll warm up and you'll feel stronger. Building bones, building strength, saving money on your budget. So all those things, you're winning. Okay, let's come back down to the mat. And get our bottoms on the mat again. Okay. So when we sit at the top of the mat, we're going to work with our legs out straight. Doesn't time fly when we're having fun. And we're going to do a little bit of oblique work through the waistline. I'm just going to use one weight to start with for this one. Sit up tall. I'm holding on to the wide end of my weight. And then roll down into your tailbone. So scoop in the belly. Find that place where you can roll to. I'm going to turn my upper body to the right side. Stay on the right to lift and lower my weight on the right side. So I've just got one weight. I'm holding the wider end and I'm lift and lowering on the right side. Breathe. Exhale on my effort to lift those arms high. Okay, the same on the left side. Around you go. Turn, lift and lower. Get strong in your center. Lift and lower. Good. Keep looking and reaching. Connected in your center. 3, 2, 1 is going to bring you back to the middle. Arms are straight, down to the mat, slow and steady. When you get down, we're going to get into our last one. For those that can, we're going to try and get towards some control balance. It is quite difficult. So control balance, if it's not for you, you're going to work in splits, like a pull-pull switch. So option 1, hands by our side, knees into our chest, legs straight up to the sky. We take one leg slightly away from us. The leg that comes towards us, if you're staying on your back, hold it high. You could lift your head up and slowly do 2 little pulls, but flex this foot you're pulling, this leg you're pulling on, 2 foot of the leg you're pulling on. Take it away, one leg to you, one leg. So the leg to you, flex the foot, pull, pull, leg away, point the toes. So those that are staying on that, continue. Those that are coming with me, up and over, get into your rollover position. And I'm just holding my pelvis to start with. Okay, we want one leg straight over your head, toes to the floor. One leg straight to the sky. Okay. I'm supporting my pelvis to begin with because it's easier to get into control balance like this. Leg over the head, leg to the sky, tight hamstrings. Okay, keep your body upright. So try not to sink your pelvis into your chest. One leg high, one leg over. The aim of the leg over your head is to try and get it closer to the floor. So if I took my hands away, then it would really be harder. And some of you will be able to hold on to one leg over your head, one leg up in the sky. That struggle is real for me with my hamstrings. Holding on to one leg over your head, one leg up in the sky. Why is it so difficult after all these years? It should get easier, shouldn't it? Okay, finish up on your last one. Bend your knees in. When you're down, arms wide, knees drop. Quick sway, side to side. Ooh. Right back to the centre. Straight arms, straight legs, roll up to finish. This time is running out on us. Sitting on your bottoms, let's hug a tree. So sitting up, arms out, round your back. And then we go hands to the floor behind us. Push down on the floor, lift up, look to the sky and breathe. Centre, side stretch. Over you go. And the other way. Over you go. To the middle, no hands if you can, brings you up and off into your forward bend. Head low, hands low. Hang out there for a brief moment. Appreciate great strength, great effort, brilliant commitment, just to keep at it. Whether you do all of it, some of it, it doesn't matter. It's better than doing none of it, that's for sure. Stand tall, shut your eyes, relax your shoulders. 2 big breaths. Rapid Weight Wednesday. Thank you all. Back tomorrow. Hopefully there's less snow tomorrow. More sunshine. Thank you. See you Thursday.